The number of shift depends on the row value or row number. For making the cipher method more stronger, we are making the mixing of interbytes performs exactly the reverse of the shift rows by shifting them back to the inverse of the shift rows function, that is inv shift rows. Here we have the pseudocode for add round key transformation. We use the column values 0 to 3. Hello students, welcome to the next session of Network Security. I am Dr. Soumyashree from Department of Computer Science, Vidhyashram, first grade college. In this session, let's look at how to permutate the bits within the bytes. Let's start this session with another transformation found in a round key, which is shifting, which is permutating the bytes, which makes the AES much more stronger. For this, we use the method of shift rows. In the encryption process, the transformation is performed by using the shift rows function and shifting the bits to the left. The number of shift depends on the row value or row number. As we know, state represents 4 cross 4 matrix. We use the row number to know how much bytes must be shifted to the left. So the representation of shift rows transformation is shown here. We use the shift left function in this, where first row will not be shifted. None of the byte is shifted in the 0th row, and first row has 1 byte shift to the left, whereas row 2 has 2 bytes shifted to the left and row 3 has 3 bytes shifted to the left. Alright. Next we have the inverse of the shift rows function, that is inv shift rows. In the decryption process, we follow this inverse shift rows method to shift the bytes back to the right. Now we have the pseudocode here for the shifting of the rows or shifting of the bytes, where we take only row numbers from 1 to 3. Okay. In this shift row method, we use row and the number of bytes to be shifted. Row number and number of bytes to be shifted. So we follow the values from 0 to 3. 0th row doing nothing, no shifting. First row shifts the C minus n, that is 1 minus, which is the number of bytes. First row has 1 byte shifted to the left. Mod 4. Based on that, there will be temporary row created. So it will be shifted to the temporary row to create a temporary matrix. Whereas during decryption, same temporary row is again shifted, bytes in the temporary row is again shifted to the right to get the original matrix. Okay. So this diagram shows how a state is transformed using the shift row method and the inverse shift row methods. Okay. It creates the original state. You can observe here, first row's first byte F2 is shifted to leftmost position, whereas in the third row, row number 2, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, row number 2, from row number 2, 2 bytes are shifted to the left, and in the third row, 3 bytes are shifted to the left. Whereas inverse shift rows performs exactly the reverse of the shift rows by shifting them back to the left position, right position. Alright. Then we have the procedure of mixing. So we in a transformation and substitution and permutation, we permutate, transform the bits within the byte. But it will not make the cipher method stronger. For making the cipher method more stronger, we are making the mixing of interbytes which are neighboring to each other. We need an interbyte transformation that changes the bits inside a byte. Till then, only bytes are shifted, bits are transformed, but the position of the bits is intact throughout the previous procedures. So in mixing procedure, we are changing even the position of the bits, okay, based on the bits inside the neighboring bytes. We are using the neighboring bytes to make the shifting. We need to mix the bytes to provide diffusion at the bit level. We are diffusing the bits between two neighboring bytes, okay. For mixing the bytes, we are using the matrix multiplication. In matrix multiplication, what we use is one 4 cross 4 matrix, square matrix, another one column matrix. As you know, whenever there is a column matrix involved in the matrix multiplication, the result what we get is another column matrix. So entire matrix is considered as a column. This is one column. This entire expression is one column. This entire expression one column. Whenever there is a column matrix involvement in the matrix multiplication, the result matrix will always be column matrix only. In this, we are using a constant matrix and an old matrix obtained from the permutation process. We are combining these two to form a new matrix which shuffles or diffuses the bit, okay, in the bit level. All right. Then we have constant matrix used by mixed columns and inverse mixed column functions. Again, in this, we use two different functions, mixed columns and inverse mixed columns. Here we are getting the inverse of each other. 0e will be transformed to 02. 02 is getting transformed with 0e. Okay. So we are getting the inverse and the mixed columns and inverse mixed columns combined with the constant matrix and an old matrix. All right. Now we have the mixed column. Let's know how to mix the columns in the matrix. So the mixed columns transformation operates at the column level. As I said, in column multiplication, matrix multiplication, it gives you the result of a column matrix. The mixed column transformation is applied on the column matrix. It transforms each column of the state to a new column. Here you can observe we have a constant matrix multiplied with the column matrix. We get new column matrix. So this new column matrix is mixed with the matrix of the state, each column of the state, to get a new column. Remaining column remains the same. Only one column is replaced by this mixed column. Okay. Again, in this state also. So this comes from the original state and it is applied. This new column will be added to this state where the bits in the column will be mixed so that the diffusion at the bit level is going to happen with the execution of the mixed column function. Then we have the reverse of the mixed columns, that is inverse mixed columns. In this inverse mixed columns transformation, it is basically same as the mix, but they perform the reverse of the mix. When you take this new column matrix, it will be diffused back to the old matrix and the constant matrix. This old matrix is again mixed up in the same column to get the original state in the decryption process. Okay. Then mixed columns and inverse mixed column transformations are reverse of each other or inverse of each other. All right. Here we have the algorithm of the mixed columns transformation. Here we are taking again the columns, not the rows. We are taking the columns from 0 to 3. We are using the mixed column with the column value. Column value is copied to a temporary column. As we do in swapping of the programming, isn't it? We take a temporary variable and we shift the data to the temporary variable. From temporary variable to the new variable. Now, we are going to swap these both variables, isn't it? Suppose if we have T1 and T2, we take a temporary variable. Now, it has 5 and 6. You can't exchange as it is. What you will do is, first you will store the 5 in temporary table. Now, this T1 becomes empty. Now, 6 will be shifted or assigned to T1. Now, T2 becomes empty. Now, 5 will be stored back to T2, isn't it? Now, it has 6 and this has 5. This is how you can exchange. In the same way, we'll take a temporary column to temporarily store the bits. Okay. We are going to perform the XOR operation to exchange the bits between the columns. Here we have the column 0, 0 into 0, 2 multiplied with temporary value at the 0th column XORed with 0 into 0, 3 into T1, T2, T3. XOR operation is applied for each of the column value so that new column can be obtained. These are the old matrix 0, 3, 0, 2 and all are the constant matrix. The value with T0 will be changed and you get the new column values. Okay. Now we have the examples which shows the mixing of the columns. How a state is transformed using the mixed columns. Okay. How to transform it using the mixed columns transformation. This diagram also shows the inverse procedure of mixed columns which creates the original column. How do you perform this? Is here we have the state. We take the mixed column procedure. Now what you can observe here with the original state is it is mixed. Here we get the procedure which mixes up the bits in the column and gets the new state. When you apply the inverse mixed column algorithm or function to this state, it gives you the original state. Alright. So this is how you can apply the mixed columns and inverse mixed columns. Then we have the procedure of adding a key. Okay. How do you add a round key to the encryption and decryption procedure? So the add round key proceeds one column at a time. Round key is added for one column at a time. It adds a round key word. Each word is added with each state column matrix. States column matrix, each column is considered and a round key adds the keyword, word in the key to the each column. As we know, column is a 4 cross 4 matrix and each of the round key is having 4 words. So adding round key, W3 is added to the first column, W1 is added to the second column, W2 is added to the third column and W3 is added to the fourth column. Now we have the matrix addition operation to add the round key to the matrix. The add round key transformation is the inverse of itself. For encryption as well as decryption, we use the same add round key procedure. Alright, here we have the transformation. The state matrix with 4 cross 4 matrix will be here. We have the add round key procedure. Each word is added to the corresponding columns, keyword with the column which gives you new state. Okay, so you can get the new state by using this procedure. In this, here we have the pseudocode for add round key transformation. We use the column values 0 to 3. We have the column state columns. Each state column is considered here. It is XORed with the word in the round key plus 4C, 4 into 0, 4. That is W of 0 plus 4. Now we have 4. Suppose if it is W round, consider the round. If it is first round, 1 plus 4 into column value. If it is 0, you will get 1 plus 4 into 0, it is 1. W1 is added to the 0th column. W2, W3, W4 like this. Suppose if it is SC, okay, state column, SC value is 1, that is column value 1. You can XOR with SC, S0 or S1 you take, C equals 1, S1 XORed with the word. Which word? If it is first round, first or 0, 1 less than it, 0 plus 4 into 1. Now what we have is W4. Word 4 is added to the corresponding column. Based on the pseudocode, each word is added to the column in the state matrix. So you can mix the or generate the round key. How do you perform the AES procedure is, first step is transformation. Next step is substitution. Next, you can do the permutation. Then mixing. Last step is adding the round key. So you can do the transformation, substitution, permutation, mixing and add round key procedure before executing, and once the round key is generated, next step is to perform the key expansion. So next step is to perform the key expansion. Key expansion is nothing but adding one more round key or generating one more round key to the process, or because it makes the AES procedure stronger than the DES. What does the DES will do is, DES will execute exactly the 16 routes maximum of, isn't it? So based in AES, based on how many bits you are using, as you know the variants of the AES with 128 bit, AES with 192 bits and AES with 256 bits, isn't it? So AES with 128 bit follows or executes 10 rounds. AES with 192 bits executes 12 rounds, and AES 256 bits follows 14 rounds of round key generation, isn't it? Key expansion says that for each of the round, one more round is added. Key is expanded for one more round to make it more stronger and making crypt analysis much more difficult for the AES. How does key expansion is going to be done and how to implement this key expansion algorithm is the next concept or the concept that we are going to discuss in the upcoming session. All right. Thank you.